Oh, the lighting is so bad. Let's see. Hey, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to our live. Let me try to get to a white screen. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's try to come right here and see, can we, yep, that changed it a whole lot. Just a little bit of a shift will change your life if you shift just a little bit. Gotta shift just a little bit. Hey, everybody. I don't know if you all are off work or out of school, made it back home, if you're safe or what, but today was full of storms. But I'm so glad that everybody that I know is safe. Uh-oh. Hey, hey, how are you? How are you? You say, am I married? We just jump right on into it, huh? I'm not married. No. I like your name though. Abasi. Abasi. Jehanzeb. Jehanzeb Abasi. Wow. That's beautiful. I said it with a very American accent. That's so funny. Oh man. So welcome to my channel. Go ahead and double tap the screen just like that. If you do it right in the middle of the screen, it will give me a like. Really? Oh my gosh. So, what's the origin of your name? You have a really cool name, Abasi. It's beautiful. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. I'm so excited. Oh, thank you so much, Paul. Greatly appreciate you for coming on. I'm in Georgia. So, today was full of storms. Can you believe it? Today we had a lot of storms. Hey everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell everybody to double tap the screen so they can like the video. That's the cheapest support that you could ever give to me, is just double tapping that screen to like the video. Oh, thank you so much. Somebody just gave me a like, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love to smile. Life is too short not to smile. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So is it Naji? Oh, give me some wisdom. So, what are you needing? Wisdom for life? Um, is it something that you're in search of? Something that you're thinking about doing? Because I can give you some wisdom, but it may not be. I can give you some general wisdom. Yes, I am single. Okay, so double tap the screen, everybody. Wisdom for life. Um, so I can give you something very simple, and then I can give you something more complex. Okay, Mr. Abasi. All right, so weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. That's one of the best bits of advice that I can give you from a very, very popular old book, you know? Yeah, so you may be going through something right now, but if you just keep praying, you keep waking up, everything is going to turn out right for you, okay? It's going to work out. I remember when I was going through some extremely dark times, extremely dark. One of my best friends, years ago, when my oldest daughter was just born, well, she was like almost a year old, and I'm having my timing messed up. So this was after she had turned a year old, and she was murdered. She was murdered. And we were getting ready to start a business together. And I was devastated. I was absolutely devastated. I thought my life was just like, I had gone into a deep depression. So I'm not sure if I can say that word on live. Hopefully, it's not something offensive, but I'm just trying to let you know, like, how you get through dark times. I, for a long time, was just like messed up mentally because I didn't know how to process what I had just faced. Like, this was my very best friend, and she was supposed to be babysitting my oldest daughter. At that point in time, it was only my oldest daughter, Bryce, was born, and she literally, like, it was on her birthday. It was on her birthday, and we were supposed to be doing like an event, and she didn't answer the door. She wasn't answering the phone. And long story short, I got a call to come and connect and come to the house to just kind of see, hey, what's going on. And the police were there, and they were letting me know the worst thing had happened to my friend. And so, if you're still here, if you wanted life advice, I would just tell you, during that time when I was going through one of the darkest seasons of my life, all I knew is that, yeah, she was taken out. I don't know if you know some words they say you can't say online, and so I didn't want to say something that would get me like in trouble or whatever. But somebody had just asked about life advice. One of the biggest things that helped to get me through during that time, it was dark, and I just didn't know. Like, I was afraid to go outside because I thought I would be like next for a long time. Hey, boss dog, how are you? You caught me in the middle of a life story because somebody asked me for life advice, and so I was letting them know, some years ago, my best friend, she was unalive by, they still don't know who did it. Okay, so long story short, what I learned to do after going through this whole ordeal, after talking to detectives, after just trying to figure out, like, how am I going to make it? Like, where do I go from here? And then you also play things in your mind like, man, I could have been there with her. I could have, she was going to be babysitting my daughter that night while I was supposed to be going to work. You play things over in your mind. But what helped me to get over it was, number one, prayer. I had to pray. That was the only way that I can get through it. And then next, after I prayed, I had to remember, I looked at the clock, and it was something so simple. It may be too simple for you. I said, the night is going to come, and the morning is going to come too. So if I can just get over this hump of the night, daylight is coming the next day. And I know that may sound simple, it may sound stupid or whatever, but it helped me through that difficult time. So if I can give you any life advice, who was that? Let me go back and see who asked me for life advice. Hey there, Annie from Central America. Den, I'm not sure if you're still here, but if I can give you any life advice, I would say please pray. Pray. That's the only thing that you have. That's the only confidence that you have. Yeah, so I was answering Den because Den asked me for life advice. That was the first story that came to my mind. Like, when you're going through difficult times. But this was years ago because my oldest daughter is now 20 years old. So she was a little over a year old. Yes, you're still here. So good, good, good. And it just realized that every day, just keep waking up. I know that may seem like it's so simple, but just keep waking up and don't look at negative images. So if you have things on your TV or you're listening to things on your radio, listen to music in your ears, you know, if you got headphones, put some positivity in your head. Do not listen to negative things. I had to change the way that I thought. because I would have ran myself crazy thinking of what if, what if, what if, what if, what if, what if, what if. Now, you may not ever go through a situation like I did, but you go through your own problems and your own pains. So you just have to know, like, if you're going through difficult times, you got to find something positive to pour back into this thing right here. You gotta find something positive. You got to find something positive to pour back in this head. Really? Oh my God, boss dog. Really? That is so awesome. That is so awesome. You make me want to tell that story again today. Like that whole live was so awesome. I think that was like one of the most powerful stories that we've done. So for the new people that are on my channel right now, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I'm finding out that when my channel was hacked and they took over my channel, it seems like some of my videos have gotten shadow banned. So they gotten through like my Google, they got through my bank account and everything. But I'm so glad that I got my channel back. Why? Because I have so many years worth of like just memories on this YouTube channel. I started this YouTube channel back in June. I think it was like June or July 2010. And I just have so many memories. I feel so naked right here because I always have on my necklace. So I don't even know. I took my necklace out of here, y'all. I took it out of here. But, anyways, I got to go back and catch up with my questions that you all asked me. Let me go back up. I'm scrolling up now. So, if anybody says, hey, you're not looking at my new messages, remind them, say, hey, she's scrolling up so she can see what she missed while she was talking. Okay? So, Paul asked me, was I single? Dan was asking me about life advice, which I just gave him. Mr. Abbasi asked me to marry him. Annie was from Central America. I'm so happy to have you here. If you're still here, I want you to double tap that screen so you can give this video a thumbs up. We're going to change it and get into some positive conversations. But whenever people ask me a question, I try my best to answer it to the best of my ability, especially if they need life advice because they may be going through something that they can't see their way out of right now. And so if they're asking for advice, I try my best to be as honest and direct as possible and give them a real example of when I was going through dark times and how I personally use my own advice to get out of the pain, get out of the frustration, get out of feeling depressed. So, yeah. All right. So, Paul asked me again, can I meet up with you? What state are you in, Paul? That's so funny, Mr. Woodgate. Abasi, I just love that last name. You said you're finding a woman. What country are you in, Mr. Abasi? Naji, bro can't go to YouTube and ask some single woman to marry. Naji is so funny. Okay, so Abasi, you said how I contact you privately if you don't, pretty much if you don't mind. Abasi then said, you know you impressed me. Really? Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Naji then comes back and says, you creep. You all are so hilarious. Paul, you said, will you marry me? Do you know there's so many beautiful women out here? Like, don't just come on the first live and then be like, hey, will you marry me? You have no idea who I am. You don't know if you're even going to like me. You don't know about my quirks. You don't know anything. Take some time to get to know a person and really, really know them because I've been there, been married, done that, had my children and everything. You got to know a person on a really deep level to really, really want to marry them, or you should please like get to know somebody. But I know you're being silly right now. So Abasi, you say you want a life partner like me. Okay, so tell me about me. Like, what do you see from just here? And I have this filter in the back with some stuff at the store. Y'all double tap that screen as we get into this conversation because I want to see what Mr. Bossy sees about me, that he saw me on this computer, I mean on this screen, right? And I have some towels in the background on a filter, and I'm smiling. I could be the craziest person ever. Like, not saying that I am, but maybe you can see through my eyes. Like, she's not crazy at all. All right, so Naji, you said, "Hey, can I be a mod?" Naji, you said, "What?" Yeah, so yeah, yes, that is sad. So, Boss Dog, I see, good, and thank you for the action pack thrill ride story yesterday. I appreciate you. Yeah, you gotta let me know where you're watching me from. I love to know where people are watching. I had someone who knows about like YouTube and knows the back end of the processes and everything on YouTube. Do you know the two countries that watch me the most here on YouTube? Guess. Two countries that watch me the most here on YouTube. I want y'all to guess. Please just guess. Two countries that watch me the most on my YouTube channel. Um, Okay, so Dan, you said, bless your heart, you still here though. You survived the dark times. So there is hope after all. Hallelujah. Thank you, ma'am. Amen. So like that crazy image, how sad it is when your friend, yeah. She was so emotional. I'm emotional right now because it was so great. Wow, bro, saying, okay, oh my God. So I'm gonna go right now. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go on because I do want to retell the story. Maybe we can do a part three for you, boss dog. I don't know. You're just gonna be becoming a saga. I don't know. Um, yeah, you're gonna be becoming a saga. So somebody says view message. So let me see what this person says. Okay, so we're gonna. Uh oh. Paul, be nice. I mean, like, think about some kids maybe on here too. So, oh, another moderator. Who's here? Another one of my moderators are on right now. Who's on my, who's, I love people. It doesn't matter your color. I just saw your message. It says another moderator. Who's on here that's one of my moderators that's not showing up? It says one of my moderators handled it. Oh, thank you so much, Boss Dog. I greatly appreciate it. So here we go. So, Boss Dog, you got to type down and tell everybody where this is coming from. Like, why are we doing these stories about you? We're gonna go ahead and tell part one and part two. If you all just give me just one brief moment, I'm getting ready to tell you all about the story about Boss Dog. Okay? We'll be right back. Hello. All right, you still here? Oh my gosh. Thank you, you stayed. Okay, so we're about to do part one and part two. And then, if the vibe is right, we're going to go to part three, okay? All right, so we're going to go to part three. Let's get this computer out and let's start to work, okay? I'm feeling like a hairless cat without my necklace on. Y'all know I always wear my necklace. Okay, so you said, Paul, this is my okay. So my wife told me yesterday that I'm about to be a daddy, so we're expecting our first child coming soon. Yes. Okay, so that's the whole premise of the story, but you got to tell them the exciting part where this is your first child. All the, yeah, so you're expecting your first child and how she told you. Yep, you did say that part. Okay, gotcha. Where's my, uh-oh. I'm sitting here at my desk, y'all. Hey, how are you? OMG. So we're about to tell this story from Boss Dog. Boss Dog, his wife just told him they are expecting their first baby, and so we dedicated like 2 days worth of stories to Boss Dog. Let me take this a loose real quick. I cannot find I always have uh, my Bluetooth, what is it? Mouse. I can't find it. Ladies and gentlemen, and kids all over the world, please welcome the best narrator in the land, my big sister Toya. Thank you so much. Y'all double tap that screen. Let me see some hearts. Y'all make sure you feed this person right here with the thumbs up. He needs to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Y'all, I think I need to try to go find this remote. This Bluetooth. I'll be right back. I'm tripping because I can't find it. Y'all know I have to have my Bluetooth mouse. I feel so naked without my necklace. I'll be right back. Okay, so y'all would trip out to know my grandmother is a jeweler. She didn't make this particular piece, but yeah, my grandmother is a jeweler. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy work. Okay, so we're about to tell this story, part one and part two, and we're possibly going into part three. So, Boss Dog already knows this story. He's gotten his wife to listen to the story, and she got so emotional. So, this is so much motivation to me to go ahead and work on part three. Um, and for the people that don't know, I'm Latoya. I talk about faith, family, and let's see if y'all can remember. I talk about faith, family, and business. How old am I? And how many children do I have? Y'all help me tell the story. So I'm a 41-year-old mom of how many children? How many children do I have? And I talk about faith, family, and business. Okay, so that makes me feel less naked with my necklace on there. I love my necklaces and I love my earrings. So I can go without my earrings very seldom, but I have to have on my necklace. It just makes me feel naked without it. Okay, so we're about to start the story. About to start the story. Y'all double tap that screen. Let's go ahead and feed that person up there. He only has 4 fingers, okay? Y'all need to make sure that he gets some more thumbs up there. All right, if y'all are ready to hear the story, please put some books in the comment section. Put some books in the chat. Put some books in the chat. Put some books in the chat. Okay, it looks like my chat screen has frozen. Sometimes I tell y'all oh, you say give me reaction. You say give me an action packed introduction. You got to do the introduction. You got to do the introduction. So if you want to introduce yourself, let them know who you are. Let them know who you are. We're going to go ahead and go to the story. Boss Dog. Okay, so we're going to start off with this story and then we're going to possibly go on to part three. Trying to get everything to attach, everybody, okay? Holy Ghost fire, supernatural, it's my confidence. Hey. Okay, here we go. My Discord is updating. Let me know where y'all are watching me from. I would love to know. So Boss Dog doesn't know what he's gonna name his unborn baby in real life, okay? And so he's just finding out that he's about to be a father, but that's gonna be later on this year. And so he's super excited. This is gonna be his first child, and we made a story for him. All right, so we're about to start. This is part one. I'm Latoya. I talk about faith, family, and business. I'm a mom in tech, full-time, and part-time real estate. I use AI to empower people to make money. There you have it. All right, so the title, The Rise of Boss Dog. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, so ladies and gentlemen and kids all over the world, please welcome the most awesome superhero of all time, the mighty lion, Boss Dog. Yes. Okay, all right. So, The Rise of Boss Dog, Legacy of the Firstborn. There's a genre, okay? So, drama, action, fantasy, and family adventure. The narrator, none other than myself. And the setting. The setting is modern day with mythic undertones, okay? In a city where hustle never sleeps, Raphael, known in the streets and the digital world as Boss Dog, has risen, has always walked like a lion, gritty, bold, unmatched. A man built on loyalty, honor, and unshakable purpose. He and his queen, Marquita, a radiant and wise soul with fire in her eyes and a heart of gold, have weathered every storm together. It was the day everything changed. She stood in the kitchen, sunlight hitting her just right, eyes glowing with something very different. She handed him a box, not too big and not too small. What's inside? A tiny pair of gold tipped baby Timberlands and a note that said, coming October 2025. Boss Pup arriving. Raphael stood frozen, emotions hitting like bass from a classic track. His first child, his legacy. Hey, Taquario! We're in the middle of a story. Get your popcorn. So the legend awakes. Raphael couldn't stop smiling, but that night he had a dream unlike any other. He stood in a smoky temple. A mysterious old man appeared, his face shifting between familiar ancestors. The man spoke. The son you're about to raise isn't ordinary. He's the heir of the flame. His name will echo from generation to generation to generation. But dark forces will seek to keep him from his purpose. You must protect him. Choose his name wisely. It holds power. Raphael woke up in a sweat. The world suddenly felt deeper, like something had been unlocked. Over the next few days, strange things began happening. Marquita started having vivid dreams of a boy holding a staff, surrounded by animals that bowed to him. Raphael's phone glitched only when he tried to write down baby names for this baby. A mysterious stranger followed them. an old woman who whispered riddles before disappearing. They uncovered a hidden journal belonging to Raphael's great grandfather, who, unknown to them, or unknown to most, had once been a protector of a sacred bloodline. The journal spoke of a chosen child, a son born under the eagle moon, destined to restore balance to the house of kings. Double tap the screen. It ended with a prophecy. He shall rise when the boss dog claims his true crown and names the flame. Raphael learns that his son's name is not just a label, it's a key. The right name activates a hidden gift. The wrong one could block his very destiny. That's why you gotta be careful what you name your kids. Be careful, be careful, be careful. They meet a mysterious monk who tells them to unlock the name, you must face 3 trials: one of spirit, one of sacrifice, and one of unity. Trial number 1. Raphael has to return to his old neighborhood and reconcile with someone he never forgave. Trial number 2. Marquita must fast for 7 days, each night writing a letter to their unborn son with her bare soul. Trial number 3. Together, they must give away something they both treasure to show they believe in what they can't yet see. Only then, they are told, will the name be revealed. After completing the trials, through tears, love, fear, and hope, they return to the temple Raphael dreamed of. Their son's name echoes through the walls. Malachi, 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 Malachi. Meaning my messenger, my angel, my king. And when the name is spoken, a warm light shines down on them. The monk bows. The old woman appears once more and says, you've awakened him. Now raise him in light and in strength. Raphael stands at a baby shower with all his friends and family. He holds Marquita's belly and whispers, you were always more than I dreamed. And now, so is he. The camera pans up. A mural painted on a wall nearby shows a lion and a cub. Beneath it, Boss Dog has risen, and so will the son of the flame. And it fades to black. Now we're going to go to part 2. For all the people that have not heard part 1, that was part 1. We're going to go to part 2, and then we're going to end off with part 3. Then we'll go to something else. So if it's anybody new that's on, I want y'all to double tap that screen so we can make that person grow. We got to get them past 5 likes. 5 likes is so minimal. So small. Getting me a drink of water. So let me know where you all are watching me from. I know sometimes it may seem like nobody is here, but let me tell you this. I've shown you all multiple times that people come on the live and it may seem like it's only one person, and it's not. You would be so surprised at the amount of people who come and sit on the live, or they'll come and they may sit for a minute and they leave. But this is one day when I was telling different stories and having fun with the family. 1,118 viewers came in. and I got 21 hours worth of watch time. So I'm super excited about it. So let's go to the next spot. Even though it may seem like nobody is here, people are constantly coming in and out trying to swipe and see what's on for today. Because what YouTube has begun to be for a lot of people is like a TV station. So if you're thinking about starting your YouTube channel, you should, because people will support you. There's somebody for everybody. So you said, and Malachi is my son, whom I am well pleased. Wow. Isn't that awesome? So, part two, the awakening of Malachi, a child with fire in his blood. It's a thunderstorm. Lightning cracks across the sky. Raphael, boss dog, sits on the porch, hands on his head, staring out into the night. His mind is racing. He can't shake what happened in the dream temple and how the name Malachi rings in his ears every single morning. Marquita appears behind him, glowing like she always does, holding a sonogram photo. She's now 11 weeks pregnant. She leans in and says, "He kicked last night. I think he knows something." Raphael, I felt it. Boom. That's how it starts, I guess. In the following weeks, every electronic device around Malachi starts glitching. Raphael's playlist randomly plays a song he's never uploaded before. One with voice that says, "He's the light in the shadows. Guard him, even when it costs you everything." Their dog, normally chill, starts sleeping under Marquita's bed, growling at the corners of the room at night. She dreams of a silver-eyed man standing over Malachi's crib. They start keeping a journal of the signs. The first date was March 29th. The time was 3:16 a.m. Scripture pops into Raphael's mind. For God so loved the world, dot, dot, dot. He feels like something bigger than him is taking shape. Raphael's mother pulls him aside one day with a faded photo album. Inside are photos of men who looked just like him, but were dressed in ancient robes. They were warriors, priests, and kings. One picture stops him cold in his tracks. It's a baby boy wrapped in golden cloth, dated 1885. The baby was born with fire in his hands. They called him the Key. That child was your great great grandfather. You carry his spirit now. But Malachi, oh Malachi, he carries the full flame. Raphael realizes he's not just a first time dad, he's a guardian of a royal lineage kept secret for generations. At 14 weeks pregnant, Marquita is rushed to the hospital, her body glowing faintly under fluorescent lights. The doctors are speechless when they see the ultrasound. The baby has one hand open and one hand closed in a fist, glowing. That night, a letter is left on their doorstep. No name, of course, just a wax seal with the symbol of a lion and flame. Inside it reads, "He has awakened. There are others who will come, some to help, others to destroy. Watch for the mark." Raphael is out at night grabbing food for Marquita. When he feels someone watching him, he turns, and a man in a long dark coat steps out of the shadows. You are Boss Dog, guardian of the flame. Your son's life is already being hunted. Raphael stands his ground. Who sent you? I am the Watcher. Your family was chosen before you were born. The war for your son's future begins right now. The man hands him an ancient pendant, then disappears. Raphael returns home and holds Marquita's belly with both hands. Malachi, I don't know what's coming, but I'll die before I let anything happen to you. You hear me, son? You are chosen. I'm not just your daddy. I'm your shield. All right, so let's go on to part 3. Okay, so we're going to take just a brief moment. We're going to re-up and come back for part 3, okay? I'm going to restart because, I got to type up some things and then be listening out for my live here in just a few moments. I'm going to go back live and it's going to be specifically part 3, okay? Or I may just, I don't know. I'm not going to do that to you. I won't do that to you. And I'll probably upload it with all 3 parts and have it as like a series for you. So you can always go back and let Marquita hear it and the family hear it later on throughout time. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and hang up. I got to get part 3 together and I'm going to be right back, okay? Don't forget, everybody, please turn on your notifications and please like and subscribe. So you got to like and subscribe first, then you got to turn on notifications. It's in steps. All right, bye-bye, everybody.